For the past 2.5 months, I was cutting. I thought I was cutting, but I was eating at fucking maintenance. And that's what fucked me, bro. I was eating at maintenance. And the proof of that is when I started, I was 94.6 kilos. At 18, I'm 6 foot tall. So that's, you can make it up, bro. It's fucking, I think it's like definitely overweight. So I started at 94.6, you know, and for 2.5 months, my weight has been hovering around 94 and 93.5. Like it just hovers. Like so, it's not going up. It's not going below. It's just been there. Like so that proves the fact that I was fucking eating at maintenance. I was eating at maintenance this whole time. Maybe a bit of surplus, but it was mainly maintenance. It has to be, right? So now, like a few days ago, today's April 12th, I solved this on April 7th. And I I basically sat in my car and I was just like thinking because I was so pissed. I was like, bro, why am I not making any progress? And I was like, okay, this is why. So I was talking to ChatGPT and I was trying to analyze myself and I came up with these things, right? Which is lessons I learned from 2.5 month inconsistent cut. Is number one is I was guessing calories, I was eyeballing calories. I was looking at, how Zambreros and Subway sometimes, at least I thought they were healthy, because it's chicken and it's fucking, it's protein and bullshit, So I thought it was healthy, but obviously it's not fucking healthy. It's not healthy. They have sauces and it's processed and all that other bullshit. So that's number one mistake I was making. I was eating out like 2 times a week. So number one, I was eating at maintenance. I wasn't even in a deficit. I was eating at maintenance for the fucking whole week. And then for 2 days a week, I would eat outside, because I thought I would have a cheat day. Because, I've been consistent. So I would eyeball my fucking calories, which is stupid in its own. So, also my homemade food, for example, the beef mince I eat usually that my mom makes. It's nothing wrong with her. Like, I just didn't track the calories properly. For example, olive oil, bro. Like, I was making some food the other day and I checked. 3 grams of olive oil has like fucking 27 calories or some bullshit. Like that fucking this much amount, bro. And I was eating like I asked mom and she was like, I put 15 grams or something in a whole pot of 1 kilo beef mince. So I was like, bro, of course I'm gonna fucking not make progress. So now what I do is I basically add 150 calorie buffer to my daily thing. So I use, you can do this too. So if you use olive oil, right? So just check, how much your mom or whatever, if you cook, you put in. And then what I did is I just put 50 calories for my eggs that I eat in breakfast. I eat like 4 eggs a day. So my mom uses olive oil for that and some vegetables and spices, it's like an omelette. So I put 50 calories for that. I put 50 calories for my beef mince, which I have for lunch, and I put 50 calories for beef mince that I have in dinner. So that's a 150 calorie buffer. So I thought, I was eating 2,500 calories for the whole 2.5 months, and I thought I was eating in a 400 calorie deficit, right? But I checked a few days ago, and I actually put the correct stats, because I was training 3, 4 times a week, but realistically I was training 1 to 3 times a week, and I wasn't getting much activity except going to college and other shit. So calorie calculator, right? So you go on this site. Fuck, can't see. You go on this website, calorie calculator. Yeah. So I'm gonna do it live. So what I did before. This is what I did before, right? I did. So I'm 18. I am 182 centimeters, and I weigh 94 kilos, right? And before what I did is I put activity level. I put exercise 4 to 5 times a week. But realistically, I was doing 1 to 3 times a week. So if we do this, we get, this is what we get. As you guys, I don't know if you can see, but like, it goes 2,919 for maintenance and 2,400 for zero point 0.5 kilo a week weight loss. And I was eating 2,500, just to be safe. So yeah, I remember for the first month in January, what I did is I ate at 2600. So that I was eating in a even less fucking deficit, bro. So I was eating at 2600, and for a month I did that, and then in February I changed to 2500. So as you saw, 2919 for maintenance. And if I do exercise 1 to 3 times now with the same stats, I get 2740 calories as my maintenance. That's a 200 calorie difference. That's a 200 calorie difference. And no wonder I was not making any fucking progress. 2740 for my maintenance, and if we do 500.5 kilo a week weight loss, it's 2240. You see the difference? I was eating fucking 300 calories more than I should have daily because I thought my fucking maintenance was, fucking 2900. And I just couldn't let my ego fucking settle and be like, I'm not fucking training 4 or 5 times a week. I'm training 1 to 3 times a week. Fuck, man. Basically, the point of me making this so I can feel a bit assured, because I still feel like I'm making some mistake that I can't see, and it's like uncertainty. So, as I said, 2240 is my actual calories that I need to eat for a 500 calorie deficit. And right now I'm eating 2300 just to be safe, it's only a few calories, it's not that bad. So it's only like 60 calories extra. So I'm eating 2300 because it's like a nice, whole figure. So yeah, for the past for the past few days I've been eating at my right calories. So this is a mistake, right? So I guess future me, if you're watching this, fucking don't do this shit, man. And this shit cost me 2.5 months of my fucking life. Like, if I didn't do this shit, I would be like halfway through my fucking transformation. That's how fucking significant this shit is. So, I want you guys to be honest with yourself. Like, whoever's fucking watching this, be honest. Do you train 1 to 3 times a week, or do you train fucking 4 to 5 times a week? Training is in the gym. If, training is what you do in the gym, not like how much you walk and other bullshit. It's training in the gym, right? So, like, that's training, not fucking walking around college and shit. Because that's what I thought. I was like, oh, bro, I walk so much around college. It's stupid. Fucking stupid, It's fucking idiotic of me. And then the other mistake I was making is the compensation loop. So let's say you've dieted, you thought you've done a diet correctly for 6 days, and then on the seventh day you go, oh, bro, let me just go have a cheat meal. Fuck no. That's why you're not fucking lean. And I'm not fucking lean either because I did this shit. So, I would eat clean 6 times a week. Fucking, I was eating at fucking maintenance anyway. So my maintenance was what? 2700, and I was eating 2650 calories. Even at 2500. Because remember the 150 calorie oil fucking figure. I was eating an extra 150 calories. So instead of 2500 calories, I was eating 2650 calories. So I was eating at maintenance, and I was going every week and having a cheat meal with like sodium and salt and all this bullshit, and I was wondering why I'm not making progress. So don't do this. Remember, you cannot eat cheat meals unless you're lean. You eat cheat meals when you're lean and you're in a maintenance and you're sustaining that body, not when you're going from here to here, you know what I mean? So that's what I'm sticking with now. And you know, the third and the final thing I made is a golden rule, which is if you can't weigh it or scan it, you can't eat it. So, for example, you got a bowl of beef, mince, and rice. You can weigh that. You can weigh how much rice you put. You can weigh how much beef mince you put. You can weigh how much oil you put. You can do that. But, for example, if you go to a fucking restaurant, you don't know how much oil they use. You don't know how much beef mince they use. Even if they have calories, like restaurants like Subway and Zambreros, they're healthy, right? They're bullshit. They're not healthy. They have calories, but they're not fucking checking. Watch next time you go to Subway, watch them. Do you think they fucking put the same amount of sauce on everything? They don't know. They might be putting 10 grams over, 10 grams under. You don't know. So that's the difference. Like, you can't do that. You can't eat those bullshit fucking restaurants. And that's what kept me fat. That's what kept fucking me from losing weight for the past 2.5 months. And now I'm on track. And I'm going to show you guys in like a month or so. I'm going to show you the progress I've made by implementing these exact rules.